It is about time that some confusion was cleared for you. And I feel here that this clarity approaches. Sorry for the noise. Okay. Let's see how this reading turns out. I've already said the prayers. A King of Wands has turned to God. I am hearing him say a prayer. And in this prayer, he's saying that he is infallible. I'm unsure if that's the correct word, but in this prayer, he is saying that he is human. I think he's saying he is fallible. And he's saying something like, "It is thou, greatest God," or "It is thou, most high God," that has strength and shows the strength within me when I am feeling simply or only human. I feel here that this man went to pray because he was feeling weak. And when this man feels weak and he prays to God like God is his strength. It's a surrendering energy to a higher power, because sometimes in a human incarnation, it can be difficult or challenging to see the greater picture, or to be able to see through the fog of all of the fog that the third dimension can create. And I'm hearing he got his answer. I'm hearing tea for some reason. I don't know if he went to drink some tea this morning at breakfast. I am hearing hibiscus tea. I'm hearing something like cherry tea or hibiscus tea. Queen of Cups. I think that he was praying about his feelings for you. I feel here that he could, oh gosh, the synchronicity is okay. This is like when the technomancy is very clear. On my TV, it says, "Gets real every day." That was my cat. This person had no idea what to do or how to correct the situation. So he felt as though the only thing he could do to fulfill his heart, to feel better, to actually listen to what his heart was saying to him, was to go to the clouds, or to go to God, or to go to a higher power. It's a similar mindset to the 12-step program. When they say that, they are, I don't want to say they are weak, and I do not know their specific prayer offhand, but it comes with the essence of surrendering to a higher power because they know that they can be tempted. I'm also seeing the words "good girl" on my television set. This person could feel like you're a good woman, like you're a good person. I still feel like this person is thinking about some type of plans to get to you. Yeah, 8 of Wands, 3 of Wands. I don't think that these plans will happen immediate. Well, 8 of Wands is quite immediate energy. This person wants to take you outside to some type of open nature preserve or some open area, and there will be fairy lights or I feel like this person wants to take you on some type of cabin retreat or some type of cabin vacation. And I'm seeing the two of you go out on the deck or in the backyard or to some specific area in the woods. And it's as though it's been set up just for you. Like there are fairy lights. And like, I don't know why I keep getting that, but that's what he's calling them. Like I'm getting all of this energy of let's just spend time together, you and I, to get to know each other without all the noise, without all the projections. I'm hearing get away with me. I feel that this man realized what he needed to get rid of in order to get back on the timeline with his Empress. Really. I feel he has realized in this surrendering energy the value of a good partner, the value of having this Empress versus the instability, the emotional ups and downs of being so connected to the material world. He is saying that at his core, he knows that there could be a storm happening all around the two of you. But in the eye of the storm, it's the two of you, and that is the calmest point. That is how you make it through the storm. I feel here like this man was told something. I don't know if it was about his substance use, but I feel here like he had to do some type of surrender prayer that he hasn't said in a very long time. And he received the answer of what needed to change about him so that he could be in a relationship. He really went within. And I'm talking about like either going to some edge of a cliff where nobody else is around and like screaming in the woods or something, or like praying at midnight in an empty church. Like I feel like there's something about being at your wit's end and not knowing what to do. Interestingly, they're showing me this scene from the series Interview with a Vampire. And I think his name is Louis. When Louis starts to be stalked by the vampire, and he says he feels like he's going crazy, and he kind of bursts into a church to repent to the priest. And I don't remember what happens after that scene. I don't remember what the priest says. But that's not the point. I feel like the point is it was that type of breathless, maybe a bit hopeless energy seeking out higher wisdom for the clarity that is too muddled from being a human being. It was too muddled for him to see because he felt incredibly like fallible. Like I'm hearing in this prayer something like my bones can be broken, something like this. Like this man is saying something like, I know that I can make mistakes. I know that my temple, I know that this body can be broken and healed again. Oh, this is a lot. Okay, this is a lot. Look at this. Because you know what's standing out here is this man seeking out a higher power, and like this stained glass, this looks like a church. It's like, maybe he even laid down in the pews at one point to try to hear the voice of God. And there was an exchange. Oh my gosh, there was an exchange. And God gave him the enlightenment. The enlightenment here is this 5 energy. The Most High told him, I feel like it could have even been a grandfather. I think that this man could see it as the voice of God, but I also feel here that there was a passed over grandfather that was answering his prayers, because this is like a guide or an ancestor who protects him in his lived experience. The challenge that the Most High enlightened to him was that there's really no issue here. Oh, my computer's gonna die. He was saying, like, you can easily come out of this despair. You can easily find compromise when there was once conflict. So I feel here like this grandfather came through, or God's voice came through, the both of them, and said, all you need to do is stand up for what it is that you want. 7 of Wands is when you are standing above all of the chaos. This, standing above all of the chaos to seek out true wisdom from higher power. And I feel this man reaching the conclusion or finding the solution that he was seeking, that he was asking for. He has been freed from the stalemate. Okay, let's get into it. I feel like it's not necessarily spooky, but I'm feeling this type of energy. You know, like when the divine really talks to you and you get the chills? It's like that. But also my door is open. 3 of Swords, 8 of Pentacles. This man needed to figure out how to mend his heart. And 8 of Pentacles is mastery as well. He sought out mastery for the trauma, not physical body trauma, but emotional trauma. And he sought out, how do I finally master this? He was wondering, how do I set myself free from this grief and this sorrow that is cycling? I feel like this is, I'm hearing bypassing. He was bypassing, like he didn't know what to do. I feel a lot of compassion with this 2 of Swords energy here. And it's what's interesting here is like, look at how this person is kind of standing on the shore and the waves behind him are like very calm. And he doesn't know what to do. The waves are behind him. He has no idea which direction to go in. And now with the leap of faith, there's a current. There's momentum in the water that surrounds him. It's as though he is free to allow something to flow now. Excuse me. Wow. I rebuke that. Instead of him, it's almost like he was acting like a dam or something. You know how a dam will close off the flow of water for for whatever reason? That's what I feel like he was acting like. He was a barrier or a dam that was interrupting the flow or momentum of what he wanted, because the current felt so powerful and overwhelming to him. I keep hearing these lyrics from this Kendrick Lamar song called TV Off. And he goes, it's spooky. What is he goes, it's scary, spooky, hilarious, something like that. He goes like, it's scary, spooky, something hilarious. I feel like this person has gone through each emotional, he has gone through the emotional turbulence. Maybe Kendrick Lamar says it's crazy, spooky, scary, hilarious. I feel like he's gone through like the entire emotional spectrum until he's now able, with the help of the higher power, to have more levity in how he perceives his reaction to something, what he was looking for help with. I feel like this person treated something like it was a death sentence, and it really wasn't. It was just that he was a sitting duck and he was interrupting the momentum of the energy coming to him. There's a lot of, there's been a shift where he's more carefree about something here. Justice and death. Interesting. They want me to take it out. And then we have the King of Pentacles here. Over here, we have the Ace of Cups and the Three of Wands. There has been a death and a rebirth with the Death and the Fool energy here. Something had to end for whoever I'm reading for right now. This could be a masculine dominant energy. Something had to end because it was taking up space. And I feel it was taking up a lot of space in this person's mind. They're showing me like the moon just going up and then down and then up and then down, like for days and days and days. I don't know if it's weeks, I don't know if it's years, but I feel like this man was stuck watching the moon go by. Yes, Bubby. I'm gonna close this, okay, y'all? Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. So something has to end, masculine. And I think that you know what it was. They want me to say the past tense specifically because I think you've already done this. And I feel it's as simple as there was a car parked in a space that didn't belong there anymore. The car wasn't running. I feel here like the car, like maybe you were trying to fix it up the best that you could, but it was taking forever to get the parts, or maybe you ordered parts to fix the car and they kept getting delayed, or the shipment kept rerouting or something I'm hearing. I feel here it's kind of like, you know what, this was a project. I really wanted it to work out. I was trying so hard to make something work, but instead it's like, maybe you should let the car go, so to speak, and see what will show up in its place. This masculine could even own a car that is intergenerational. Meaning like he could have like inherited a car from his grandparents or from his parents or something. And that's why he has held on to it for so long. I'm going to get the Dragon Tarot to continue to clarify. So I do want some more details here. The Divine is saying that they're seeing something work out here. 8 of Pentacles to the 3 of Wands. As long as there's a plan, and as long as the approach is grounded, stable, with the 3 of Wands here, it's interesting. I almost feel like this is a man who's planning for like 3 months in the future or something. But he's starting the planning now. He's thinking like, in 3 months, how can I get to her? Or in 3 months, how can I get there? Let me start planning now. Yes, sweetheart. Oh, really? Easy, baby. Yeah. Can we get more details, Dragon Tarot? I want to know about this process that this man is going through. He definitely wants to see you again. I'm hearing, the last time I freaked out, I just kept looking down. Maybe he was just, I don't know, very insecure when it came to you. Yeah, we have the Lovers that has come out as well. Can I have 1, 2, 3 more, please? Under the Lovers, next to Death. I'm hearing Roberta. And I'm hearing that Roberta is someone's elder or someone's feminine elder friend that they sought out advice from. I'm hearing here that he was like seeking out advice maybe from his guy friends or from masculine elders or something like this, but instead he reached out to Roberta. That's what I'm hearing. The Lovers reverse next to Death, please. I mean, the Lovers upright, excuse me. He was talking about how like he was really hurt by someone. And he was asking, I'm literally hearing Roberta, so I guess I'm going to say that as a name, but take it how it resonates. You know, it can be a different name, of course. I'm hearing that he was asking Roberta, like, something really fucked me up. Like this past relationship and, you know, with my ex, it didn't work out and it really fucked him up. And I feel him asking Roberta or something, or this advisor, like asking literally for advice. How do I love again? How do I get out of this mentality that I'm just going to live the rest of my life alone and that's okay? That he will keep to himself and that is safe. He was asking, how does he get out of his comfort zone so that he can love again? And I think Roberta told him, go within. Listen, be quiet, be quiet. I'm hearing her say that, okay? She said, like, go into silence in the environment around you and within your own self. Be quiet and ask yourself that question. Yeah, he was cheated on and 2 times by his ex-girlfriend. My phone just rang. That's what happened. I feel like maybe he's saying to me right now, he thought that it was exclusive. I think that they were dating for quite some time. Then they made the decision to be exclusive, but you know, I feel like being exclusive maybe wasn't in either of their wheelhouses, so to speak. Like it was maybe their first time trying an exclusive relationship and they decided to try this with each other. And it literally just turned out that she could not hold up her end of the agreement, so to speak. She could not hold up her end of the relationship. And he was kind of tipped off to this because she was somewhat promiscuous. Even when they would be out, like maybe she would talk to a lot of people, exchange energy with a lot of people, you know, like bring a lot of people over or something like that, or always have them hanging out with big groups of people or something. But she definitely, it got to the point where she ended up exchanging energy and being infidelity. She cheated. And the thing that was really upsetting was like, I think that they were both going to try to take this risk together to be exclusive. And so it just left him feeling, I'm hearing battered and bruised because they didn't even have to be exclusive. But it's like she did that. He feels like she did that to get his hopes up. But this relationship is done with, but this is what he was seeking counsel on, Divine. Yeah, Seven of Cups. This is what he was seeking counsel on. This is what had him feeling confused, hazy, in a stalemate, a sitting duck, not knowing what to do. Okay. Yeah, look, Eight of Pentacles and the Four of Swords. This is what he asked for clarity on. Ten of Cups. Okay, I'm going to put this energy off to the side for whoever that was. That Queen of Wands energy. It's interesting because I think that maybe even from that wreckage, he's saying it was like a wreckage that happened with this ex. He has been reticent or maybe even repulsed by exclusivity or like committed relationships. I'm hearing since then. I'm also hearing the name like Everlyn or Evelyn. Okay. 3 more, please, here. Show me where this masculine is now, please. Thank you, Divine. 6 of Cups. Next to the Lovers, please. I'm going to keep the Tower reversed here. Next to the Lovers, please. Thank you. 8 of Cups. Under 8 of Cups, next to 6, please. Thank you, Divine. Thank you. We have the Queen of Cups. Yeah, there you are again. The Tower reversed is giving me that this person had to pull up the weeds, so to speak. The Tower reversed represents something that had to end and it was going to end anyway, but you kept holding on and it made it worse. The Tower reverse also represents an upheaval. So you thinking that you have everything planned out, you thinking that everything is going to go according to plan, but then something strikes and it's an upheaval. It changes the trajectory of what this person was even anticipating for their own selves, for their own self. I feel here like this person like had to do an extraction in some type of way. The Death, Justice, and 6 of Cups with Queen of Cups is giving me that. Like they had to I don't want to say like pop the zit, so to speak, but it was like they had to kind of suck out the poison, pull out the poison. They had to say enough is enough. They needed to liberate themselves from this grief. And for them to do this, they had to say it's done. Like the energy is dead, death, the 6 of Cups. The past is the past. And it's like they're realizing they can't visit that home anymore. I don't know what that is about, but I feel here like talking about this car, talking about some type of home. I feel like this person could live somewhere where they were with this ex. And so there are places that they may go that remind them of this person because that was a part of their routine before they met that person. But I feel here it's almost like they were also going to those old places because they still needed to let go of them, of this ex. Could I have a few more, please? 2 more, please. Thank you. Next to the Tower, we have Ace of Wands. This is creating from chaos, creating from pain. I feel here, masculine, I think you're already doing this, but this is also an encouragement that whatever has been an upheaval in your life and it just seemed like it combusted out of nowhere, okay? Or if that happened in the past and you're trying to figure out how do you move through it, how do you let it go, how do you push through it, The encouragement here is for you to do so creatively. Ace of Wands. Take something that you are passionate about and use that passionate energy to build new buildings instead of using it to transmute how you used to feel. Instead, write a song about your new baby. Like, write a song about your new love, this Queen of Cups. Paint a picture of her. One more, please. The Hermit, the Star. Whoever the masculine is, I just feel like I want to give a positive notion here that he has successfully reoriented himself. Okay? He has successfully reoriented himself to a higher purpose. I'll take one more. Next to the Star, Four of Pentacles. Wheel of Fortune. They're saying what he healed specifically. This man, he has a tendency to hold on to what has already been destroyed. And I feel here, like in his mind, he used to, this is what he healed when he went to God, or when he went to the Most High, or to Source. I feel like he asked for help with, how do I stop replaying the chaos that happened? How do I stop replaying, like the specific moments when he confronted her about her cheating? It's like I can see it. Like, it happens like in between the kitchen and the living room. It's like wild how I can see where this happened. Like, maybe she was sitting on the computer or something, and then he comes in after a bike ride. He's telling me, okay, like, I'm not sure what this is about, but he's telling me, like, he's showing me he barged in, like, after a bike ride. I don't think that they lived together per se, but it was like she had his key, or she would, like, spend time at his place even when he wasn't around. That's how close they were. And I feel like she was sitting at, like, some type of wooden table, like on her computer or something. And then he, like, bursts in after a bike ride, like very activated, very upset. And he's like, tell me, or something. I feel here like he replays I feel like he replays the moments that created the deepest pain. And this is what he went to God to surrender and to liberate himself from, playing back those moments that rekindle the grief. They said rekindled is in the past tense. So yes, the Star energy here, this man, he has healed, and he has healed well. So where does this leave you, Divine Feminine? Let's try another deck and we'll see. Page of Wands and Judgment. He's made a decision to communicate. That's for sure. This is what he also had to protect himself from, being stuck in his head about making the wrong choice, making the wrong move, making a mistake. He had to realize that if you never try, you'll never know. Ace of Pentacles, so he's going to try. Okay. Let me see where this leaves the Divine Feminine, because she hasn't shown up much in this reading aside from her being the Queen of Cups and the Empress at the beginning. It's crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious. Okay. Okay. Oh. Okay. Let's reset. We rebuke all forms of interference and magical interference trying to take place in between this union. Yeah, there he is again. So I guess, even though I ask for the divine feminine's energy, he is still showing up. So what does he want to say, King of Pentacles? Okay. I don't know, he's saying that he loves you. He's also saying that he was holding back, how much he really cares. And he now sees how selfish that is. He's saying he understands something that maybe you said to him, but he is saying here, like, he realized how selfish it actually is to have such an affinity for someone, to feel so much love for someone. And what you decide to do is to keep that to yourself or to not let them know. Okay, King of Coins, show us more about, yeah, this tower really shook him. Tower, Seven of Swords. And it's interesting because you know how sometimes, not even sometimes, I'm going to talk about this. In today's culture, they really bastardize love. Like, they really act like love is going to be built off of plain hot and cold, or breadcrumbing someone, or never being as emotionally invested in the relationship as someone else. And that is not a healthy form of partnership. And I feel here he needed to get hit over the head with a coconut, metaphorically. And that was what this tower was with the Seven of Swords. About how he wants a family with you. He can see happily ever after with you, a happy life with you. Okay, show me some more, King of Coins. King of Coins, can you tell us about this lover? Tell us about this lover who you're interested in. Tell us about them. Thank you. The world. They could watch you on social media, or what he's saying is you are beloved. Like, whoever you are, he sees you as someone that he loves, but also someone that is easy for others to love, that is easy to love, with the World card here. Like, you could step outside. This man feels like you could step outside and people show you love. Because you live in a loving universe. That's how he sees you. Ace of Swords, if you couldn't tell. Okay, masculine, show me more about this lover. Strength. He's very protective over you, especially financially. I feel like he wants to make sure that you are feeling stable in all areas of your life. Strength in the King of Coins. Like, I see him as taking on some roles of providing, but also making sure that your world or your worldview isn't rocky or something like this. He wants to be your rock. It's interesting how he sees you both together at the center of the storm. Like, you can always be the calm of the storm together, but he's showing up here as like this man who's like, I'm gonna hold you down. Like, I'm gonna make, okay. He's saying that he's going to like he'll shield you when things get rough. Okay. Yeah, there you are. It's interesting how Two of Wands, when I get this in the Dragon Tarot, means message given and received. I think, Empress, if this is for you, you know who you are. I feel like he knows that you already know who you are to him. Is this all you would like to share, King of Coins, about your Empress? Ace of Wands, he is very attractive, because I could even hear the attraction he was feeling towards you with certain words I was saying, like hold you down and stuff like that. That attraction energy came through. Holy shit. Oh my gosh. Okay, y'all, I think I want to end the message here. We have the Ace of Wands to the Emperor. I feel here like he had to get a grip in some type of way with the King of Coins energy here. Like, you can't be a king of wands for forever. You can't be flighty or flaky, or you can't be selfish with the love that you give to other people for forever. Like, maybe that's something you did when you were a teenager, you were in your early 20s or something. But with the King of Coins coming up with the Emperor, this is a man who has grown up. And he's realized that he has needed to grow up. And it's not just growing up financially. I feel like with the Strength card here, Ace of Wands, the Emperor, King of Coins, he had to sit back and say, I need to figure out what it means for me to be a man in this life. What does that, it's this energy of like, if I imagine myself as the best man that I can be, what do I need to do now to make that happen? It's like instead of this like selfishly holding back their love and care or being passive, or with the Two of Swords here, being a sitting duck, not knowing what to do, instead he was like, how do I be action oriented and take this fate into my own hands to make it happen? Ace of Wands to the Emperor. And what comes of it now is you, Queen of Coins, Empress. Check that out. This is a divine union reading, if I have ever read one. So the two of you are on the timeline of 10 of Coins and the Wheel of Fortune. You're on the timeline of joint legacy now. It is official. Your legacies, your ancestries have joined, they have combined. And now the two of you are coming together to fulfill the prophecy. Wow. Let's do final messages then. Ace of Swords and Judgment. I think that the divine would be happy if I left it here. Judgment has been called, and I feel the energy here is like, thank goodness this man finally went to church when he needed to. I don't know what it is. They're like, thank goodness, okay, that he sought out some type of higher level wisdom and that he did some surrendering prayer, because he got the answer. Look at how this is glowing too. He got the exact answer that he needed. Judgment is positive here. Clarity has been found. Divine union is secured. Thank you all for joining me at Anonnie's Temple, the Temple of the High Priestess, for the prophecy reading. Thank you for liking and subscribing. Thank you for doing all of that type of stuff. I think you already know at this point what it is to do. And thank goodness you know what, because the masculine does too. I will see you all in the next one. Happy loving. I close the energies that I have been reading. I close the portals I have been looking within and through. And I also ensure that there is a protective veil surrounding this divine union that makes it impenetrable from all malevolence and interferences. Blessed be to this divine union. Glory be to the highest creator of all things. Thank you, Most High Divine Source. I close out this reading and I call my energy back to me. Brilliant, loving, purified, cleansed, and loved. Ashe. All right, y'all. That's it for this reading. I will see you in the next one. And I can't wait to see what happens next. Y'all be good. Bye. Bye, bye, bye. See you.